Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio para Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, Eastern Nagaland Women Organization, Eastern Nagaland Students Federation and Tribal Hohos Kandagot, Saturday din Rhododendron Hall, Central Police Officers Mass Chumukedima de meeting kriase. Meeting day, Pradesh laga ministers, Chief Secretary or Sarkar laga senior officials khan bhi shamil ase. Frontier Nagaland Statehood mang kuri thaka same aro ENPO to Hornbill de hissa nolobo kwa same aro ENPO aro tai khan laga bitore thaka organization khan para electioneering ban kuri dia same idu meeting do bishi khas ase.
Wasto aja mehen yedi police complex Chumukedima de se amla piche de apni dikhe pani na Rhododendron Hall de aina se to aman aji jani pa khobor do chule da aji mona Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio ta ekta meeting log se meeting de tai seven tribes kangi matina se including the President Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, Eastern Nagaland Women Organization, Eastern Nagaland Students Federation, Chang Khuiling Sechang Tunsang, Kimyangong Tribal Council Noklak, Konyak Union Mon, Pom People's Council Longland, Tikir Tribal Council Kusan, United Sangdam Likum Pumji Kifiri, Yimkong Tribal Council Shamator. To tangi matina sugji to na asul ajila main reason ito mata to kungun Eastern Nagaland mohala Eastern side la Nagaland kungun this time Hornbill Day Festival Day participate no kro she to idon idula opore tan crucial meeting kore to amhan bidore kushna apne ange dikhau koshis crucial libi bidore press kan aro media kan allowed nai gona amange pahade khedai she dona pahad bi amamme kiman pare ido apne ange dikai dese aro ido meeting dio shule 5 baji shuru gurche aro ido kiman khanda kiman hours tak najine kiman jaw najine aro mambi tan bidore ki discuss kose ido bi ita gane da mon eku kona pare ido ne mon update babse apne ange amala viewers kamde apni hangi bi update kuri dibo to ina khobor aro lal khobor na sa dagi
to viewers moan ita hunilwa nishina moan la Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio bra loigena Eastern Nagaland laga organizations khan logode takhan ba separate state mang kuri thaka opor idula opor de takhan ita Chumukedima de meeting jai ase to idula opor de kiniga ki hobo ki khobor nolibi ki possibilities idu meeting bra ki outcome anibo parbo itu laga jankari lobole mohan la senior content producer Dibendu Chakraborty lode ekbar khota koribo. Hello Dibendu. Hello Dibendu, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Lomika.
Okay, so as we all are aware of the ongoing issue that is with the Eastern Nagaland people, they are demanding for a separate state, and on August 26 also they have boycotted the electioneering process in their regions, and also we know about they have boycotted Hornbill Festival, the upcoming Hornbill Festival, which is scheduled to be held on December 1. So they have taken a firm decision. They are very firm on their decision that, you know, they will not back out from their demands. So as such, now our Honorable Chief Minister is having a meeting with the organizations. So what, according to you, what are your thoughts or, you know, the possibilities, the outcomes of this meeting?
Yes, Lomika, it's a very interesting question. First of all, the timing of this meeting is very important. As you said already, two major events are at doorstep when as far as Nagaland is concerned. First of all, from December 1st is the Hornbill Festival, and probably in the month of February or maybe in the month of earlier part of the March, Nagaland is heading for the elections. And this ENPO demand is not a very new demand. If you turn the pages from 2010, the demand has been there for a separate Nagaland, a Frontier Nagaland, and that has been raised because there has been allegations that since many years after the independence, or even after many years of statehood that Nagaland got in 1963, negligence has been always a major issue when it comes to the eastern region of the state. So from 2010, it is going on year after year, but till this moment or till this point, there has been no concrete, you can say, action or reply or response from the center or even the state government. So this time, the situation has aggravated, and if you look very closely, it has escalated after the voting incident that took place last year. So since voting incident, the people of the region, especially the eastern part of region, are very unhappy regarding the law and order, the peace, and negligence and underdevelopment is the major issue when it comes to the overall ENPO demand regarding the Frontier Nagaland Statehood. Now, they have taken a resolution on August 26 that they will boycott any electioneering, they will not take part in the election, and of late they have said that they will not take part in Hornbill Festival also. So this time the Rio government is under pressure. Number one pressure already they're having is the slogan that came to power, election for solution. When it comes to the Naga political issue, the Naga political solution, now another demand like Frontier Nagaland is becoming a thorn, into their way. So before elections, the Rio government doesn't want to take any pressure. So right now, although media persons are not allowed inside, reporters have been not been allowed to enter the venue. But definitely, since only 4 days left to start the Hornbill Festival, Rio on 26 November today is taking part in a meeting where he has invited ENPO, ENWO, ENSF, and 7 other apex tribal bodies from the eastern part of the region who endorses the resolution taken by ENPO regarding the electioneering boycott and even the boycott of Hornbill Festival. So he wants to take the organization into confidence, definitely. That's what I'm sure he must have conveyed during his meeting, which is all underway. He must have appealed them to withdraw their stand and to take part in the Hornbill Festival. Those are the messages I'm sure they have been conveyed to the Eastern Nagaland bodies as far as CM Rio is concerned. However, since the meeting is a closed door one, tight one, media persons are not even allowed. So it will be interesting to see what exactly the outcome of the meeting is. But for that, definitely, our reporter is trying to be in touch with the Eastern Nagaland body representatives who are there in the meeting. As we have already mentioned, 7 apex bodies apart from the ENPO, ENW, and ENSF are already there. So those representatives, definitely some statements will come from their side also once the meeting is over. Or I'm not sure whether Rio will speak in front of media or not, as often he avoids the media. So it will be interesting to see. But for that, we have to wait for a while. Once we get a confirmation that the meeting is over and we can get access, if they're willing to talk before the media about today's meeting, then we'll be to understand what is the next step or the present scenario will be after this meeting, and whether the Eastern Nagaland bodies will take part in Hornbill festivities or not. That will be clear. But we are just waiting for the confirmation that the meeting has ended, and we will try to contact the Eastern Nagaland body representatives. I'm sure if they come on camera or they are willing to talk to our reporters, then we'll be able to give a clear picture to our viewers, Lomika.
Okay. So I have another question actually. So regarding boycotting of the Hornbill Festival, so we are all aware that Hornbill is something to do with, it's a cultural festival, and I believe it has nothing to do with politics or any such. So according to you, the ENPOs, the Eastern people, they have decided to not participate in the upcoming Hornbill Festival. So according to you, what is your opinion? Is that justified? Their demands regarding the boycotting of the Hornbill Festival?
Well, see, it's not about a personal opinion. It's actually about the whole scenario that I would sum up. As you said correctly, that it's not about politics, and just you have to note that the demand is also, it's not a political demand. The demand is that often at times the Eastern Nagaland areas have remained underdeveloped. So it's kind of a pressure tactic from the civic bodies also, and ENPO is heading the demand right now. If you remember a few months ago, they have already sought resignations of the 20 Nagaland MLAs, the sitting Nagaland MLAs who are representing the Eastern Nagaland areas. They have demanded that enough is enough. You have been in the chair, you have been in the power for many years, but you have not done anything concrete for the development of the state. So they have demanded resignation of the legislators irrespective of any party. So it's basically, but since then, even a few days ago, the Nagaland legislators, the 20 Nagaland legislators have tried to help talks with the Eastern Nagaland bodies. They have asked the Officers Association also to take part as a mediator to help talks and to pacify. So from the political sector spectrum, they are trying to appease, they are trying to take the Nagaland civic societies, Eastern Nagaland civic bodies and representatives into confidence, since election is very at doorstep, you can say now. So appeasement and to take them into confidence is something they are trying. But whether after all these negotiations, the demand for Frontier Nagaland will still be there or not, that is what we have to see. That is what we need to look at. Whether the organization will stand back from their position, whether they will allow these elections, but they will take part in this election, they will be taking part in the Hornbill festival or not. That is the immediate question to be asked. And that's why it's the outcome of this meeting is very much important. We have to see what the statements are coming out after the meeting. We have to wait for maybe an hour or maybe tomorrow morning also the picture will be clear. What the statements will be coming out from the Eastern Nagaland bodies who took part in the meeting. So that has to be seen. And as I said, at present, the pressure on the Nagaland government is to conduct the Hornbill festival smoothly. It is not about politics, but since it has been a matter of pride and a matter of self-respect also for Eastern Nagaland people, if they are claiming that they have been often been undercard, or if they have been not been properly treated, so they have taken this as a mark of protest. They are not going to. They have said that they will not take part in a festival like Hornbill, which is a symbol of Nagaland, you can say. So this is a kind of mark of protest from Eastern Nagaland bodies. But as I said, it is putting the government under pressure. It is putting the government into a very precarious position. What is the next step they're gonna take? Because once the election, so Hornbill festival is over, you'll enter into the Christmas festivities. But once we are done with those two festivals, immediately the main focus will be on the state assembly elections. So government needs to resolve this issue as soon as possible. And mind you, the Naga political solution has not have been achieved. So that is also one major issue that has been haunting the government, because the slogan "Election for Solution," which brought the NDPP and BJP coalition government into power in 2018, is still haunting them. And people are again asking. You have seen that often at times, many civil societies, many organizations have asked even the center to intervene and to resolve the matter as soon as possible. So now with Naga political solution, now if you add the Frontier Nagaland demand, so yes, the pressure is on Rio government, and that's what reflecting right now, Lomika.
Okay. Thank you so much for the insights. Tovi ita hunilwa nishina aro ita moala Chief Minister bara Eastern Nagaland laga dangor organizations major apex bodies khan logote ita Chumukedima de meeting choli ase to piche de ki update ahibo itu mohala viewers khan ke jankari dibo. Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.